my beautiful people, and how are you for the week of the 24th of September? And how was the weekend for you? I hope that you are all in a really good, loving space and feeling positive, and I know many of you are not. I know many of you are struggling. So let's see if we can get some guidance and some help and inspiration from the Gilded Tarot to give you some direction for this coming week. And this is for everybody watching. It's a general read. Then there'll be one card for each of the 12 signs after the general, and they will be time stamped. So if you look in the description box below, you'll find the timestamps. You can just click on them. So can I have general information for the week of the 24th, please? So first of all, we know that the 24th is a full moon. Completions, cycles, endings, things coming to closure. Good stuff, which is what this is confirming. And as the week is progressing, please, what have we got as the week is progressing through? Okay, so let's have a look at these together then. So we started off, the beginning of the week is this row here, and the second half of the week is this row. Now, do these need to be upside down? That does. That's the right way. That's the right way. Yeah, these want to come this way. Alrighty, let's see then. So at the beginning of the week, I know many of you are having a tough time at the moment. I've been sending out lots of love and healing, and that's all we can do for each other, is just give support and compassion. But the Three of Cups that we're starting with here, upside down, the Three of Cups is a card of feeling joyful and happy. Now, what they're telling me is that many of you are trying really hard to focus on that joy, and I know that my daily message for Sunday the 23rd was very much about trying to get into joy, but I know that you are struggling because it's upside down. This is a card of feeling uplifted and happy and celebrating with friends. Now, for some of you, the reason it's upside down is this is coming. There is going to be cause to celebrate something for some of you this week, okay? Some of you are waiting on news, and that news is going to come through and you will be able to celebrate. But you're starting the week in this kind of, oh, nothing ever works out for me. It's a horrible space to be in, isn't it? We have to stay positive, because the law of attraction will just bring you the space that you're in more of. So yeah, this kind of hard done by, really struggling, it's not fair, feeling frustrated and disempowered has got to go. And it's going, because we've got the Death card there. Now in the middle we've got this Five of Pentacles, which is the other energy that is mixing in with this, which is the Five of Pentacles is a card of feeling left out in the cold. You know, everybody else is having fun and I'm not. Everybody else has family and closeness and I'm feeling alone. Everybody else is okay and I'm struggling. Now, I said everybody else 3 times there. This is the words they're giving me, my angels. And what we're doing very often is we compare. We compare ourselves to other people and find ourselves lacking. We compare our situation to other people and find ourselves lacking, and then say, well, they've got all this, I haven't, it's not fair. Now, when we do that, and it is easy to do, I know, but when we do that, it just highlights the lack, and of course that will just bring you more lack. And the thing is, this comparison thing that we do, it is very much a choice mentally which way that we look at it in terms of our perspective, because yes, there will always be people who are more successful, who are more wealthy, who seem to have it easier. There always will be. But there's also a huge amount of people who have it worse, who have less than you, who are in a much worse situation. And if we focus on that, then we go into gratitude. We go into, you know, I know, you know, things are tough for me at the moment, but it could be a lot worse, so I'm grateful. All right, so that's what we're wanting to do this week in order to end this this cycle of poverty. And poverty, I don't just mean money, I'm talking about poverty consciousness. I haven't got enough love, I haven't got enough relationship, I haven't got enough peace, I haven't got enough happiness. We've got to get out of that. We need to use this full moon, and the energy of the full moon lasts for about a week, about 3 days before, 3 days after, and the day itself. So the energy of the full moon is going to be very strong till about Wednesday. And what it does is it brings up to the surface all of your insecurities and wobbles and moans and groans and it's not fairs and all of that. Let it all come up, but let it come out and through you and out the other side with the intention, and that's what you need to do. Just say, I am intending that all of my wobbles are coming up and out and releasing from me. I am releasing. I am letting go, because I want to come into a much stronger, happier space. And use the death card, use the full moon, which is completions and endings, to end this woe is me stuff, okay? Now, you can do it, and you will do it, many of you, if you choose to, because don't forget, this is all about perspective. So as we choose to come out of that space, we are moving away, we're walking away. The Seven of Swords is a card of, right, I'm off, I'm taking my swords, I've had enough, and I'm moving out into a brighter space. Now I'm looking at, he's enclosed here, and he's going out into the openness. And the way that they're telling me this relates is, you know, the closeness of our mind. Those thoughts that say, you know, that lack stuff, we've got to get out of that and into the openness where we're looking at things from a much wider and bigger perspective. And that helps us to then end that cycle, because here we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is about a karmic cycle coming to an end. The struggle, the disempowerment, the victim mentality coming to an end. That we're saying, look, they're my thoughts, they're not anybody else's, they're mine, I control them, and I'm getting out of this negative thinking because it does not serve me. Now, it wants to happen by the end of this week, because the end of this week, 30th of September, we're moving into October and a new energy, into autumn, and autumn is the time of harvest. You know, as we come into September, October, it's harvest time. Let's come out of this energy. Let's move away from it by Wednesday, Thursday, and start this new cycle, right? But for one new cycle to start, the other cycle has to end. And that's where the Two of Swords comes in. Because the Two of Swords is about, I'm lacking clarity. You know, she can't see. Now, those swords can be used to cut through the confusion, the negative thinking, the illusion, to bring clarity. So what this is saying, guys, is that by the end of the week, you are ready to start the new cycle, but we need to really look at, what does that new cycle look like for me? What do I want that new cycle to look like? At the moment, I don't know. All I know is I don't want this. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine. We don't want that. But for the universe to bring us something new, we are ending this to create a space by leaving that negative thinking, to end the karmic cycle, and then it's manifesting time. But we can't manifest until we know what we want to manifest. So one feeling is, this is next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right at the end of September now. We need to be focusing on, what is it that I want to create? What is it that I want to bring in? Get a pad, piece of paper, start writing down a list of desires, of things that you want to move into. And by the time we get to Sunday, you are much clearer, much clearer. All right, guys, so this is looking quite good. I know it looks, but this is good. This is endings of this crap, okay? And I know the readings I've done for you for October are much more positive than September. Well, it's not, I don't want to use the word positive. We go through these challenges to strengthen us, to clear out stuff that doesn't serve us, to open our eyes so we can move into a better space. It's all actually in our highest good. We don't see it like that at the time. But if we can just trust that, you know, these challenges are sent to develop us and grow us and actually help us remove the limitations, remove limited thinking. And so this week is about finishing all of that up so that we can move into a stronger and better space. All right, my darlings, let's move into now one card for each of the 12 signs, starting with Aries. Hello, my beautiful Aries. How are you, sweethearts? Let's see what the universe wants to bring for you for this week, in addition to those general messages we just had. Okay, so that is the card for you for this week. And we have the Empress. So the energy for you, my beautiful Aries, for this week is the Empress. This is wonderful going with the general read I just gave you, because the Empress symbolizes fertility, incubation, growing something new, creation, creativity, empowerment, strength, balance, connection to the universe. The Empress is a beautiful, strong, powerful energy. So it's saying, use your Empress energy this week, my beautiful Aries. Tap into that energy to get you out of that space that we were talking about in the general, and enabling you to then create, manifest what is it that you choose for October, for the rest of the year. All right, my darlings, I hope that helps, and I'll see you next week. Hi, Taurus. How are you, my lovelies? Are you coping? So yes, collectively, yes, even if you're struggling, so yes, I'm coping, and you are coping, because you haven't collapsed in a heap and run away. You are dealing with whatever it is you're dealing with, and you are coping. So pat yourself on the back. What does Taurus need to know for this week, please? Oh, look, Taurus, how lovely. You have the Nine of Cups, which is a card of celebration, of feeling happy, feeling there is a reason to be joyful. What else am I getting with this card? Just tuning into it specifically for you. I want to look at those barrels. See the barrels that those cups are sat on? I'm feeling that those barrels are, you know, like wine and spirits and things like that, that have to ferment, have to take their time to do what they need to do. I know that's not explaining it very clearly, but you get what I mean. So what they're telling me is that for many of you, in those barrels is what you have been working on, what you have been manifesting, what have you been growing. And they're saying, look, the barrels are not quite ready to open yet, but you can feel it, you can sense it, you know that it's all going on inside there, and it's going to come to a point where it is ready for you to taste the wine. That's what they're telling me for you. And because of that, that knowing, even though you can't open the barrels just yet, there is that knowing that, yeah, I've done everything I need to do. It's all just fermenting beautifully. I am so proud of myself, and I am going to have a little toast. They're saying to me, some of you have already started pouring from the barrel, and that's what you're toasting. Others, you will be toasting from that barrel very soon. Lovely. All right, my darling, I'll see you next week. Hi, Gemini. How are you, my lovelies, for this week of the 24th of September? Let's see what the universe wants to give Gemini. Can I have Gemini? We are at a crossroads. Okay, let me just ask why it's upside down. Yeah, okay, because it is just around the corner. Now, we'd love to have eyes that see round corners, wouldn't we? Which is why everybody watches these tarot messages and guidance, because people like me can help you see what's around the corner. And that gives you some hope and some direction sometimes. Now, they're saying that for many of you Geminis, or us, because I'm Gemini moon, the Two of Wands is on its way. Now, when I'm getting, well, this whole week is this energy, adding to what we said in the general, adding to it is saying you are coming to that crossroads this week where you're going to say one path just takes me down this negative thinking and gets me nowhere, and the other path takes me to my bliss. And I choose to take the path that takes me to my bliss. I am focusing on positivity, abundance, flow, and trust, because it's coming. Anything else you want me to add on there? No, that's it. That's what you have for this week, my lovelies. I hope that helps, and I will see you next week. Take care. Hi, Cancer. How are you for this week? Whoa, that's what we have for you, Cancer. We have the King of Cups. All right, my darlings, King of Cups. Beautiful card. Saturn in the background, tradition, stability, security. And there he is, the King of Cups. He's happy, he's content, he's very compassionate and kind and warm-hearted. And it's that warmth, that beautiful warmth that you have, Cancer, that I want you to bring into yourself this week. Being warm and kind and gentle with yourself, feeling, I am the King of Cups. I want you to really tap into this energy this week, because it will so serve you and help you. Now, the energy around this is very much solar plexus, all the gold there, and in the eye here at the top. And this is about you feeling very confident and comfortable in yourself, and knowing that the universe has your back. What else? They're just saying, hang on, let me just see what else they want to tell you. There's a lot of power here. There is a lot of power. They're just getting me to look at that wand that he's holding and notice the gold in it and the strength in it and the power. They're saying, I want you to imagine you're holding that wand, and that you can create and manifest anything you choose. Step into that creation, my lovelies. All right, Cancer, I hope that helps, and I'll see you next week for more messages. Hi, Leo, how are you? Let's see what we have for you this week. Leo, please, what does Leo need to know for this week? Leo, you have the Four of Pentacles. Now, I like this card. See, fours are all about stability and security and feeling safe and building something on a strong foundation and having enough money to be able to do that. Now, he can be holding on to it too tight. All right, they're giving me two meanings for this. I'm just hesitating because they're chatting in my ear. They're giving me two meanings. So some of you are holding on to this too tight in that energy of lack. And that is, there's no room for you to be able to receive any more, because your arms are so closed and so tight that you can't receive any more. Loosen your grip, focus on the abundance that you already have, and then more can flow to you and you will be able to catch it. Now the others of you, they're saying to me, you're holding on to this that you have built and created in a very protective way and a very appreciative way. You're saying, look at what I have achieved. This gives me security and stability, and I'm so grateful and I feel so good about it. I'm so proud of myself. And that's absolutely fine. That's a beautiful energy. What we want to do is be able to put that down somewhere safe, and then your arms are open to be able to accept more. But he's really quite content. He doesn't look scared. He doesn't look as if he's in the scarcity energy. He is feeling, yeah, I've got enough. I've got enough. So we don't want to be in that lack. And when we add this to the messages we had in the general, be careful that you're not stepping into that Five of Pentacles in that mine, 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 leave me alone, don't take it, don't take it. Because that is, that's not a good energy to be in. That we're saying, yeah, I'm completely safe and secure with what I'm holding and I feel good about it. All right, my darlings, I hope that helps. I'll see you next week. So hi Virgo, what have we got for you, my darlings, for this week? What does Virgo need to know for this week, please? All right, Virgos, we've got the Queen of Cups upside down. Now I know Virgo's had a hard time in September, and you've lost, many of you, that sense of happiness, feeling a little bit wobbly, which is why she's upside down. Feeling, and they're also telling me some of you are very tired and exhausted. Please try to get an early night, relax, do what you need to do for you to help you to unwind, because you know what we're like. We can get a little bit in our head, a little bit over analytical, and then we lose the joy. We overthink, and we don't want to be doing this week. That's why she's upside down. So come out of your head and back into your heart, that beautiful, warm, compassionate, loving, open heart, and pour it into yourself, and that will turn this energy around for you. All right, I want you to notice the way she's holding that cup. She's kind of hesitating. Am I holding this up for somebody else because they need it, or shall I give it to myself? I want you to give it to you this week. All right, we often give too much. We're not good at receiving. This is a week of you receiving in order to close that cycle, complete that cycle. Receive openly, be compassionate with yourself, and bring that joy back. All right, my darlings, I hope that helps. Hi, Libra. Happy birthday for anybody who's got a birthday this week. Welcome to Libra season. What have we got for Libra, please? No, shuffle again. Okay, Libra, we had this for Leo. What is this meaning for Libra this week? So I'm just asking about the card. Obviously, we know the Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on tightly, sometimes too tightly, because it's a four, you see, and fours are all about stability and foundations and building something solid. Now, what they're taking me to with your card, the meaning for you, I want to look at these two pillars and the way that the two pillars are standing apart and yet perfectly balanced and perfectly aligned and holding up the roof. And they're saying to me that your ability to step into balance and harmony is what gives you that stability. So if you're feeling a little bit wobbly, and they're just showing me some of you sort of standing on a seesaw and it rocking up and down a little bit whilst you're trying to hold on to this. If you just trust and put this down on the floor, then you can use your arms to balance yourself, and the money will still be there afterwards. And now, it's not just money, it's anything that is a sense of security for you. It could be your relationship with your partner, or your job, or your home. But don't hold on too tight, Libra. Don't hold on too tight. Trust that this is yours. It's not going anywhere. Put it down, and then you can rebalance yourself. Add this to the message we had at the beginning for the general, and you'll begin to see a bigger picture. All right, my darlings, I hope that helps, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Hi, Scorpio. How are you for this week, my darlings? Let's see what we have for you to add to the general. Scorpio, please. What does Scorpio need to know for this week of the 24th? That's the third time that's come out. This is an energy, it really is obviously quite a strong energy for this week, particularly bearing in mind those cards we had at the beginning, because Leo had this, Libra's had this, and you've had this, and you saw me shuffle the pack. So the Four of Pentacles, fours are stability, security, foundations, building something, but hanging on a little bit too tightly. Now, we know, Scorpio, you've had a hell of a year, many of you. And it's been challenge after challenge. So when you have got something good, it's absolutely understandable that you want to hang on to it as tightly as possible. But whilst your arms are full, holding tight onto this, you can't catch anything else that the universe wants to throw at you, wants to bring to you. There's no room. So be careful that when you are, and as they're taking me to what I said in the general at the beginning, focusing on the positive elements, the positivity and the joy and what you have got. Don't hold on too tight, because that is telling the universe, I don't believe that I can hang on to this. Somebody's going to take it from me, or I'm going to drop it, or it's all going to fall away again. And it's that's an energy of lack as well, isn't it? So we want to say, no, there's plenty, and if I do drop one of this, it's okay, because another one will come. I'm absolutely good with holding on to this, but I'm not holding too tight, and I'm not concerned if I drop something, because another one will come. And if I do drop it, I can pick it back up anyway. There's no worries. All right, I want you to let go and relax a little bit. Yeah, this is the thing. When we've had a tough time and something, you know, we start to feel better, we hang on to it like a drowning man holding on to a life raft, rather than trusting that, oh, I feel so much better now, and that means that more things to feel better about are coming my way. So try and get into the trust this week, my beautiful Scorpios. All right, darlings, I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, Sagittarius. How are you, my lovelies? Let's see what we have for you. What's the message for Sagittarius, please, to add to the general? We want both of these, do we? Yeah, we do. Okay. So Sagittarius, you have this energy of the Hierophant and the Seven of Wands. So the Hierophant is an energy of, it represents institutions, marriage, big organizations, structure, learning, development, growth, all of those things. It often represents things like universities, colleges, big churches, marriage. It's going to mean different things for different people, but that's the energy around you of that kind of institutional power. They're giving me the word power, and you are here defending yourself. You are here holding your space. So why? Can I have some more information for Sagittarius, please? All right, sometimes these institutions can feel like a noose around our neck. They feel like they're strangling us with their rules and restrictions, and do it their way because they have that power to be able to say my way or the highway. And you are very much trying to hold your own space, not against it. I don't want to say holding it against it, but it's saying, look, whatever restrictions I have around me because of these institutions, I can still feel safe and secure in myself. I can still feel that I am autonomous and independent, and no matter how many rules are coming at me, I can just still hold my space and say, I'm good within myself. I need more information, please. What do you mean by that? All right, so what they're saying is, be yourself. Be yourself even within these institutional rules and restrictions. Be yourself. You can adhere to the rules while still holding your own truth. And where those rules really don't fit for you, you can say, no, sorry, that's not right for me. Now, this is going to mean different things for different people, but these are the words they're giving me for you. I do hope that makes sense for you, my beautiful Sagittarius, and I'll see you next week. All right. Hi, Capricorn. How are you, my darlings? Let's see what we have for you for this week of the 24th. What have we got for Capricorn, please? Okay, Capricorn, you are almost ready to move away from a difficult and challenging situation. This is tying in very well for you with the general reading at the beginning, isn't it? Because we had the Seven of Swords, which is I'm off, and here's the Six of Swords saying I'm off. All right, now this can mean literally leaving a situation, leaving a home, a job, a relationship, leaving an area, but it can also be moving away from drama and conflict into easier times. And she is definitely here harnessing the energy of the full moon to light her way. So we add this to the general we had at the beginning. This is a really strong message for you, Capricorn. To this week, you are moving further and further away from all of that crap, and that is absolutely what we want. Good stuff. All right, my darlings, hope that helps. I'll see you next week. Hi, Aquarius. How are you, my lovelies? Let's see what we have for you for this week. And that's the one we want. So we've got the Queen of Wands. Yeah, she is upside down at the moment. Just asking, should she be upside down? At the moment, at the beginning of the week, yeah. Queen of Wands is, well, she's strong and fiery and passionate. She is assertive and strong. She's holding that wand and she can use it to do anything she wants to do with it. At the beginning of the week, I'm feeling with that full moon, you are feeling a little bit, which is why she's upside down. A little bit emotional, a little bit in your head, a little bit disempowered, and this is why she's upside down. But by you harnessing that full moon, my loves, you are turning this around. So as we get to Wednesday, Thursday, she's back. She's back. I kind of want to, I'm hearing, you know, Arnie's voice, you know, I'm back, from the Terminator. You're back. Wednesday, Thursday, you're back. You're using that Wheel of Fortune by the end of the week to really start to move yourself forward. You're getting your fire back, you're getting your passion back, you're getting your power back, and you're like, woohoo, right, what am I going to do with it? This is good energy that goes with that general read at the beginning, guys, because by the end of the week where we had that Two of Swords where you can't see clearly, you are seeing clearly, you're back in your manifesting power, and you are back to create what it is that you want. Lovely. Alrighty, let's see what we have for Pisces. Hi Pisces, how are you? My lovely Pisces. What have we got for Pisces, please, for this week of the 24th? No, another one. Okay, we have an ending now, Pisces. I am so glad, because I know that you've had, many of you, quite a rough few months. Some of you a rough few years. The Three of Swords is the card of heartbreak, heartache, disappointment, betrayal, feeling let down, feeling, yeah, this hurt. But it's upside down. It's come out upside down. Now, when we add this to the message you had at the beginning in the general read, which was the Wheel of Fortune, ending the karmic cycle, which was the Death card, endings, and the Three of Swords coming in upside down, is all confirming, my darlings, that heartbreak is now done. Done, dusted, out the way, moving on, moving past, healed from that now. Yay, ready to move forward. This is a lovely positive message for you. When we see the Death card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Swords, there's absolutely no doubt whatsoever that this week is the turning it around week for you, coming out of all of the hurt. I'm so pleased because I know you've had it tough. All right, my darlings, hope that helps, and I'll see you next week for more messages from your angels and your higher self. Take care. Bye-bye.